So I woke up pretty early this morning, folks, and I decided to take a walk. Actually, I was up really, really late talking to the Most High about a few things. And really, this was about, I looked at myself and my place in the world, and I realized that all of the people that I meet and all of the people I engage and try to teach his science, you know, their level of enthusiasm or not, or their lack of faith and reasoning or understanding, which is what I always talk to you guys about. And I was up really, really late last night talking to the Most High, and jumped up pretty early this morning because I was very, very excited. He had given me word to do some things. And no coffee, no shower, no shave or anything. And I'll get to that once I get back from out here. But I really thought about what's going on in the world, folks. How people relate to each other, how people don't understand and reason that the strength is the hands of the Most High, folks. Right? He is responsible for your breath of life, no matter who you are, no matter how great you perceive yourselves to be. And you're not. You're air breathers. So the best of you find yourselves in places in this world, society, where you go your day-to-days. At this point, you're waiting, right? And that's what we talked about. That's what faith is about, folks. In the end, those who are spared and saved will be saved behind their faith and their works, folks. This is a fact. This is proven. And the best of you are waiting. You're sitting around and you're doing the work of the Lord, right? You're engaging people. You're warning people. On various levels, this is going on all around the world society, right? And the best of us are touched by him to bring a message out in these last days. And I told you, the world society is a world society, folks. From your vantage point, the world is where you stand, but from the Lord's vantage point, the world is merely a board to be looked down on, folks. And he can see the whole landscape. When you talk about regions and areas, it's all the same to him, folks. He is so great. From his vantage point, it's all the same. So someone being touched on this side of the globe or that side of the globe, when things happen in cataclysms, right? All of the prophecies are being fulfilled around the world society collectively. Doesn't matter if it didn't happen where you are. If you're sitting around waiting for that flood to come where you are, where it already came over there. You see? Your vantage point means nothing in this story, folks. Right? You're just pawns. Right? The Lord controls this all, folks. So those who are spared will be spared, right? Directly behind their expressions of faith and their work, folks. Right? Some of you are not gifted to be orators. Okay, great. But as far as personal faith and your personal relationship with the Lord, that is what you have not built on. That is the more important thing for you, because, you're going to have to seek your own salvation. You can't save anyone, folks. Right? I can't save any of you. I'm warning you guys. Right? And that would be my work and my contribution of work. Right? In my service to the Most High. On a great one. I asked the great one to join me this morning on the walk, because I hadn't been down here in a while. And, I've seen so many crazy situations in this world, folks. The disturbia in humans. This dark energy that has risen in humans. And the behaviors and actions. Right? But I'm protected. And my safety is guaranteed through my faith. Do y'all get what I'm saying? Right? So, we talk about today what I was really focused on yesterday evening, and that was about, I was trying to figure out some things, right? Because there's only a small few of us scattered throughout the world society on this board, and eventually the Lord will bring us all together, folks. Excuse me. Eventually we'll all merge at some place on, at some point in the near future, the very near future. A lot of you look at this situation as being a distant thing, right? And I saw something, I looked at my feed a short while ago and saw something on the feed where they were touting and boasting about some image some human had captured with the ISS, transversing the sun and the moon, and they had images of the Great One, and they had, the beautiful moon goddess in the snapshot. And really, it was a tout. It was a boast. It was pretty much, when you fine line it, it was saying that we are on a level where we can transverse the sun and the moon. The great sun, whom y'all see in this video, who gives you sunlight, who gives you the warmth, folks, whom has the light of the Most High, Source Creator Vishnu, flowing through him, folks, right? And this is how you get the warmth in the sunlight, folks, that you absolutely need. So when you try to block out sun rays, you mess up the photosynthesis of the land, of the water and everything, and animals all around the world, society start dying and all of this stuff. Meanwhile, while you're doing that type of eco shit, you're also fucking around with radioactive technology and different things, and you're polluting on that level. So I keep talking to you guys about all of the things that man has done, that is doing, that you go along with because you reason it as some technology, right? Advancing technology, a sign of a modern society, right? Someone wanted to put an implant in your brain, right? No human has ever had an implant in their brain, but you think that makes sense. You think that is going to better the human species when the human species has lived much longer than you even know. You don't even have the actual records of when humankind was actually here, folks. Nobody has the actual dates. But when you're dealing with day oneers, folks, you understand the evolution of man has consistently shown that he's a fucking fool, right? And that's the tragedy, because you're going to face wrath for this, especially if you're going along with this, folks. We're strapped in on this bus, but you're not doing such things, right? You're going along and partying and stuff because you don't realize the strength of the Source Creator, right? You don't realize the power that he holds your life, that you are not in authority and you are not in control. So since this is wrath time and we're in the last days, folks, and now there are going to be some issuances, and I told you, and this is why we're talking today, because I told you guys that I was waiting for the Most High to give me word for something specific, and I love the Most High. I give him praise. I devote this work, Vishnu. But he gave me, the time. He told me when to come do this, and he gave me a specific thing that I asked him to do for me. And I want you guys to think about how much I treasure my relationship with him. I knew I had to have faith in my heart for that, and I waited for that. I never spoke to you guys about it. I was about to one time, and I caught myself because it wasn't time yet. But he gave me word, And the way that I get these instructions, folks, the way we do this and how we've done it, it's so beautiful because I told you, the sparrows will fly directly up to me, folks. And in this case, and I know it was a sense of urgency, and that's why I'm excited, and that's why I'm out here before I even had a chance to have a cup of coffee or anything, because I'm so excited, because the Lord, put the sense of urgency in my heart, right? When he gave word, the sparrows let me know I need to do this right away. They didn't just fly at my feet. One of the sparrows actually flew right up by my arm and sat right on the perch directly by my arm. And it was amazing. If I had my phone with me, I would have tried to take a photo of it and maybe put it up and show you guys how incredible the Lord brings this to me in real time. This is my blessing. A lot of you have faith, but you have faith in something unseen. The Lord has blessed me severely because I have faith even in seen and unseen, right? In other words, I'm seeing every day. I'm seeing the realness every day. I'm with the heavens every day. I see on that level. He has given me that severely. But the things that are unseen is for me, is waiting on him to give me word for something. That's the unseen thing when it comes to the Most High. So he gives me word, folks, directly. He speaks with me directly. And the way he does these things are so incredible, folks. I treasure my relationship with him. Right? But he put a sense of urgency in my heart because of the way the sparrows approach me. And, you know, but anyway, this sparrow told me that I need to do this right away. And so, you know, I thought about all the stuff we talked about last night, and he didn't even tell me last night that today he was going to have me do this special thing because I was waiting on this special thing. And we're in the last days, folks, and, you know, I told you all of the previous issuances I had done merely to show you his great strength, right? To show you that the great sun is in his service, folks. To show you that the moon goddess and Mama Earth is, you know, is in his service, folks. They bow at his feet. And Mama Earth is holding this shaky ball that you have severely corrupted on many levels, folks. You pollute the atmosphere. You have space junk. You have, you know, you're trying to block out these beautiful sun rays that the Great One gives us. You're trying to affect the process of photosynthesis, right? In the land, in the seas, animals are dying. Plant life is being affected by you trying to alter sun rays and stuff. And you're not greater than the Great One. This is my point. I actually asked him to escort me today down here. And, you know, you're not greater than him, folks. On a Great One. But yeah, now it's time to talk about the muscle. Because you haven't paid that Great One right there. You haven't paid him, but you're talking all of this shit. And I saw this feed this morning, and they were showing some images or some photos that someone had captured of the ISS, and they titled it, you know, Transversing the Sun and the Moon. And they had an image of the Great One and the Moon Goddess, and they had, you know, little space thing, capsule or something, you know, in front of both of them. And I took that as a sign that they're saying that man is so great that he can transverse the great sun and the great moon goddess, who holds back those ties, but not for long. And I heard them speak yesterday or something, or maybe about the tidal waves that are coming. They were talking about 15 feet or something. No, and I looked at the moon goddess and I said, can we get 30? Can we get 35? You see what I'm saying? See, I'm talking about muscle now. Y'all haven't paid them. They don't owe y'all anything. You guys owe praise to the Most High Source Creator Vishnu. And we're going to set this off because he runs the show, folks. Those of you who are not willing to bow, those of you in your hearts who do not realize that the Source Creator, the holder of the universe, the holder of the heavens, who give you duty, who are in duty to him, who give you air and sunlight, do not have to do these things, folks. Right? They don't have to do it, folks. The same way that you don't have to bow to the Most High, then they don't have to provide sunlight and water and air to you, because they do that for the Most High. You see how this works? Haven't paid them a dime ever, but you're transversing, right? All of that equipment that you guys have to do these things, where do you get this money from? Money's not real, but let's just entertain in the world for a minute. On a Great One. Money is not real at all, right? So all of these things to do these projects to transverse the heavens while people starve to death, while you guys beat and kill and have all of these institutions of hate and evil, false teachings, false everything, lied, flipped everything upside down, told complete fucking lies because you thought you had the power. But now we're about to change that. We're about to flip the game, right? Now I'm letting you guys understand something, that at any point that you want to question the Most High Source Creator, the authority, Vishnu, feel free to sit up in your bed, sit up in your cars, go, you know, take a walk, do whatever you want to do, and address him and tell him that you are in control, or tell him whatever you want to tell him and see what type of result you get. You're fools. This is wrath time, folks. You will get teeth knocked out of your fucking mouth and you will bear witness. Right? As sure as the sun is shining, right? Because you need that sun. I love you. I was about to say his name, y'all. Honor, fam. But yeah, folks. You know, I was waiting for this particular thing, and I'm not going to go all around the bush, but, you know, I just had to get myself going and stuff. Haven't even had coffee yet. But the important thing was talking about, let me focus this. The important thing was that, you know, this was about living in this world and looking at all of these people and realizing that the majority of people are lost and don't want to be found. Right? So you're faithfully day by day waiting for the skies to crack open, right? And the heavens to bring that pain on these oppressors, which is coming very soon. You guys are not in authority, and you're going to bear witness, I'm telling you. Now, in several videos ago, I can't remember how many ago, but you guys can go back and look. I talked to you guys about, you know, the critters of the earth, you know, finding their way and making their way out to these beautiful homes and landscapes that you guys are not privy to live in or live on because, you know, you're suppressed and oppressed. The ruling class, the air-breathing ruling class, the demoniacs are going to get those things. And they're getting them as we speak, right? And for every bug that's murdered, or for every animal that's harmed or put in harm's way, you will receive more of the wrath. And it will open up a can of worms. And you will just keep opening up these cans because every time you kill a bug, if you kill a roach, you know, roaches multiply anyway. So if you kill one roach, you're going to get 10,000 more roaches for each roach that you kill. Right? Because the Lord has a great sense of humor. I was telling him this last night about, I said, Lord, we think we're funny. You have the greatest sense. We get our funniness from you, Lord. You have the greatest sense of humor I've ever seen. He really does, folks. So you'll get those 10,000 roaches for every roach. I also, in that same video, if I recall, was about to say something else because I was talking about the muscle. And I brought up that transversing of the sun and the moon image that these fuckers put out because they're trying to show you that they can do these things, that they can walk in the heavens, and they can. And I'm going to show you something. Right? You guys have many, many planned missions, and I keep up on these things because, you know, or at best, at what you do reveal, because you keep a lot of shit secret and shit. You hide a lot of things. But, you know, I know you guys have some planned things, you know, coming up, and you already have talked about what you're doing with, you know, in space and stuff, and you're going to monitor everybody. And a lot of the stuff that you guys are doing, because you can't get past the firmament, folks, right? Only his will allow such things. You guys have never seen heavenly worlds, and many of you never will, right? I think I'll take a walk. Come with me, great one. So you guys have all of these things that you boast and you tout yourselves about, you know, the might you have and your ability to walk the heavens when you're a bunch of fucking devils. Right? Don't even recognize the hand and power of the Most High, but yet you're going to walk in his heavens, folks, who make your air. And they're not going to allow you to do that because you're not stronger than them, folks. Okay? So, this is how we're going to do this, y'all. You talked about doing missions, and there are a few missions coming up pretty soon. I guess maybe y'all guys think y'all gonna do it in the next several years or something, whatever y'all think. Y'all send these little, you know, everybody's trying to talk about colonizing Mars, right? Or the world you know as Mars. Everybody's talking about colonizing, right? And there's like a gold rush going on. There's like a high-tech gold rush going on, right? a futuristic sci-fi gold rush where people are trying to, you know, clamor and put these things together so they can go to these other quote unquote worlds and pillage the resources, just like they've done here. They don't even have authority here. And remember, Mama Earth is always in control. The reason why she has not cracked your fucking heads is because she has not been given word by the ultimate authority, Most High Source Creator, Vishnu, folks, who holds the heavens. I'm telling you this, right? When I talked about examples, all of those examples were not enough to convince you and get you to see. So now we're talking about wrath. And this has always been said, folks. You've known this. You've heard me say this so long. It's beating in your head, right? I hope it has been beating in your head. And so you've heard me talk about this for so fucking long, folks. And now we're here in this day and you're bearing witness to the strength and hand of the Source Creator. And the reason why is to take your ass off this plane, to reset. See, that's the strength. So, because you guys have not praised him, because you guys have not fixed your hearts, and this is really something that's already written, folks. So those of you who are wicked and evil are going to stay in such a state. The majority of you who are lost and following the wicked and evil are going to stay in such a state, folks. Man has done this over and over again repetitively throughout his tenure as a resident of this world, folks. Right? Man has consistently done this. Pillaged the resources, had wars. Right? And you look at the current leadership, they're unfit, folks, because all they do is lie to you, folks. Okay? They're only seeking means to more destruction. When they cross the Most High, they have most certainly stepped into a realm that they need not be in, folks. And today we're going to talk about strength, and we're going to show some strength. We're going to work in this exercise. Any of the missions that you have up and coming, because, you know, the Great One himself, family is my family, folks, and I've told you this. Then we're going to do some things. In that case, you guys are not going to do shit here, right, on this planet that you're living on, much less go to another world like Mars, Great One honor, and do anything at all. So at this point forward, as of the very moment that my lips speak, there will be no more missions to Mars, right? Because you guys are pretty much saying that you're stronger than God. Now, if you got a problem, motherfucker, you know who I'm talking to. I'm talking to you guys. If any of you, quote unquote, have a fucking problem, you don't have to go anywhere, right? Look up at the heavens and tell the Most High that you are greater than him. That's all you have to do. If you guys want war with God, then why the fuck are you hiding? Why are you keeping things a secret? We're at this place now. Nobody's dumb. The majority of the awakened people understand your bullshit. We understand your lies. We understand that you're going to devour a lot of people that have to go anyway. They're already written out. But the best of us have that faith. We know we're protected, right? Right? And the Lord blessed me this morning and gave me, you know, word to come out and do this video. The special nature of how he did that, folks. And I had faith in my heart all this time because I specifically asked him to deliver word to me in such a way that I know that, you know, in a profound way that I know he wants me to do it. And the sense of urgency was sent to me this morning by the sparrows. The peculiar behavior that, you know, the Lord touches the animals, because they are the nature goddess, to bring me word to do these videos. I never speak to you guys unless I get permission. Everything I'm talking to you about has already been discussed. So like I said, those of you motherfuckers who think you're in authority, and I'm talking to you officially with this video, right? I have been backed. Those of you who hear this video and think that you're in authority, sit where you are in your office, because the breath in your chest is being held. Look up at the heavens, because the heavens are present right there, and the Most High is present right there. He's looking at you right now, no matter where you are. I promise you, you'll get your answer. Tell him that you are in authority. Because see, everything you're doing, I'm telling you that he doesn't want you to do these things. I'm officially telling you. No more Mars missions, folks. Why? Because for several reasons. One, you're fucking devils. You're not going to get in the heavens. You're liars. You're deceiving the public about how you're doing things because you want them to think you're mightier than you are. And this exercise from little old me will show you that you aren't shit. Right? So this is how we're going to do this. No more Mars missions. That means that if you make a rocket, that means if you make a satellite, whatever you have will not prosper. That means that whatever you have in current activity will shut down. Right? As of the time you hear me speak this video, whatever you have, folks, in reference to Mars, because I know Mars, if you have a problem with it, right, you can tell Mars you have a problem with him stopping you from sending things and trying to send orbs and shit and trying to do shit and speak his name and speak that and tell people that you're going to colonize his world. Motherfucker, you don't run this world, right? You do understand that all of them are my family. The ground you stand on, the air you breathe, the world you live on is my family. You do understand that the world you're trying to go to, right, that you've sent satellites to and done all this shit, they are my family as well. You understand this, right? Right? I'm with them every day, folks. Right? You don't control Mars. You have no ability to stop Mars from doing what he wants. And if you have a problem with it, look to the heavens, right? Because one size thunderbolt fits all. Honor y'all. And you can get it. I told y'all, any of y'all can get it any given time. I don't give a fuck who you air breathers think you are, motherfuckers. No more missions. Right? Now, the Lord's will allow you to do whatever you think you're going to do. He's going to let you get as far as you need to get. And then he's going to chop your heads off. Right? He's gonna bash and crash your fucking heads. You do not make air, motherfuckers. You are not greater than the sun. You understand me? You are not greater than the heavens. If you want war with God, stop hiding, motherfucker. Let's do this. No more missions. Right? I told you guys, if you ever play around and because I'm rolling with them. I'm rolling with the heavens. I'm rolling with the Most High. I am backed by the Most High Source Creator that holds your fucking lives. Let's go. And I'm not talking to you guys that are just looking at this video for entertainment. You know who I'm talking to. I'm talking to you. You're in authority, right? You fucking devils. You have power and might over God, right? You fucking devils. So show it. I'm issuing a challenge to you. Show it. Right? I'm the messenger. You got a problem with what I'm saying? You don't have to go anywhere. Just think it in your fucking minds. Because see, I told you he's so great. He holds your thoughts. You don't have to even say it out loud. You don't have to have a secret meeting somewhere. Just sit where you are. Any of you individually, because all of you individually are going to have to reckon your souls to the Most High. For all your deeds, motherfuckers. Right? You're not going to be in that group when you face your judgment. So since you don't believe that he is the Most High Source Creator and authority of your lives, let's go. No more missions. All of your satellites and rocketries and anything that you have, the Lord is snuffing as of this moment. The Most High Source Creator of the universe is taken out at this moment, at this very moment we speak. If you have a problem with it, you can get it. You can get a thunderbolt. You can get a solar blast. You can get whatever you want. You got a problem with it? Tell the great son that you got a problem with it. Huh? This is my family. Tell him you got a problem with him. Huh? Game's over, man. Games are over. This is the end, y'all. Right? And I want you guys to understand that the best of you will be delivered if you have that faith. If you always knew that the Most High held your life. If you always knew that in a new day, which is coming right around the corner, folks, which is right here. Because see, faith makes you know that. There are those of you who don't know the heavens, who don't spend company of the heavens, who don't know the Most High personally, right? But you still have faith in him, folks. See, he's looking at all of that. You understand what I'm trying to explain to you? He's actually looking at all of this. The devils who sit and you know, and secretly plot things to have no idea that the Lord sees everything they do. And I'm going to give them an example of his strength. And I already told them, because see, you're fucking pussies. If you do anything other than what I told you to do, you're pussies. I told you that if you got a problem with anything I just said, right? Because see, remember, I'm standing on this ground. I'm not at your space station, am I? Your space stations will all fail. God is doing this. If you have a fucking problem with anything I'm saying, look to God and tell him that you have a problem with it, right? You understand what I'm saying to you? And you will get your answer immediately. But as of the time we speak, right, no more missions. If I look again on the feed, for every time I look on the feed, or for every time there's something announced about you guys doing anything with the heavens, anything, because you haven't paid them. You're lucky you're still breathing air, because any given day that air can be taken from you. Any given day, this great solar blast can take everything you have out. No more social media, right? Right? Because you haven't paid them, right? They can do what they want. Just like you, right? Like you think you can, but we're going to show you who's stronger. This is about muscle. Let's get it. All right? So, this is how we doing it. Okay? You're going to get all of those critter bugs. So it's going to be so funny. And I say the Lord has a great sense of humor, because you're going to be stressed out because you're realizing that you're getting ready to get your ass handed to you. And then you're going to be sitting in your beautiful home that you have, acquired, right? All of this authority and the power and stuff. You're going to sit in your nice, lavish castles and look at all these rats and roaches and fucking spider crickets, grasshoppers, fucking worms. And by the way, the roaches aren't going to be those typical roaches that, the average poor person somewhere here in this country would have in their homes or something. No. These are going to be those roaches that you see like on those old Predator movies and shit. Like when they were in the jungle and shit, and you would see those big ass, I'm talking about a roach that's bigger than your hand. I'm talking about where the antennas and legs are long as your fingers and shit. Those are the kind of roaches that y'all going to get, by the way. I just threw that in there for a twist. All right. So I just came out here. I'm gonna go get some coffee, and I know I was a little hyped, but for real, you're not the muscle. At this point, teeth will get knocked out, right? We're standing in that day, just like y'all have an agenda and y'all are trying to secretly push things and do foolishness. I'm bucking all that shit. I'm coming straight to you and I'm saying this. God is seeing you do this. He told you stop doing it. You're not going to stop, right? Right? Because you don't fear him, right? That's what the challenge is about. You don't fear him. You think that he is not the muscle. That's what this exercise is about. Who's the muscle, right? That's what I'm going to name this video. Who's the muscle? Okay? You're going to bear witness to that, right? And surely, you don't believe, air breathers, that you're stronger than the hands who make air for you, because that can be compromised too. Right? Remember, Mama Earth is your secret bunkers. You understand what I'm trying to explain to you? See, we're on that level now. We're on that level. We're on that shit now. She is your ground, folks. So you motherfuckers I'm talking to, wherever you hide or go and think that you're secure, at any given time, the word can be spoken and the fucking whole ground or the whole cave could collapse on your fucking head. At any given time. And if you don't believe that, sit in your home or your cave or wherever you are and just think that it's not going to happen. Just say out loud, because the Lord is watching you. That's the challenge. I'm holding you to the challenge. Anything I say is bond. At this moment, I'm holding you to this challenge. He gave me word, folks. I'm empowered. I keep telling y'all, I am empowered to do this. So I'm telling you right now, you have no authority. You're not in charge. And I'm going to give you things by the day or something as I come on. You ever fuck with these videos again, we already talked about that. You know what's going to happen, but y'all know. Y'all know what time it is. Y'all know who I'm talking to. Y'all not going to play, right? I told y'all, I warned y'all before. You are not an authority. You do not make your air. You do not provide sunlight, right? anything that you do as a sign of aggression towards the heavens will be taken as aggression, because this is war. Do you understand what I'm saying? You're at war with God, and he's about to put the smack down on your motherfucking asses. Stay tuned.